Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is episode 3 of our 200-year Planet Zoo series. It's coming along very well, and once again, I want to thank you all for watching and supporting the content. We've gotten a ton of support, and I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, even you guys watching the video alone. And please, I hate to be that guy, but if you can like the video and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Somewhere around 80% to 90% of the viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you guys could change that, I would really appreciate it. Plus, I plan on bringing a lot more content that you guys enjoy to the channel, and you guys seem to really enjoy the Planet Zoo content, so I'm going to be bringing the Planet Zoo content to you. And finally, I want to apologize for the 2 weeks that it's been ish around since I've uploaded the last video. I've had a bunch of IRL trouble. However, don't worry, there's a lot more recordings I have to edit, and there's a lot more coming. We are going to be finishing this series, and I'm very excited. Today we're going to be starting with the giraffe habitat that we're going to be adding to the zoo. I am very excited to see how this turns out. This habitat was hard for me to figure out exactly where I wanted to take the direction and design of the habitat. However, eventually I did get it figured out, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. And while going to check on the jaguars, I noticed an animal escaped, and it is a buffalo. Oh no, a prairie dog this time. Somehow these guys have broken down the barriers, so we've got to figure this one out. It really sucks too, because I do love the aesthetic for the wood barriers for certain habitats, but at the end of the day, when you have buffaloes ramming into them 24/7, it's hard to justify keeping them up. Even the glass barriers are hard to justify. I will say though, as simple as it is, I'm absolutely in love with this habitat. It's a 3 species habitat. You don't really see much of the third, but it's great. And as I speak, you watch a buffalo break a habitat down. That's why we're adding this upgraded protection and walling to a lot of the barrier area because of the fact that they just won't stop ramming their heads into it all day long. And I feel really bad for them. I wish there was some sort of calming medicine that was safe to give them in this game. But anyways, begin to start testing some of the different barrier looks, and I think so far I do like this one, and I might stick with it for a little bit, but we'll see. It is most certainly subject to change. Unfortunately, the thing that I like least about it is the fact that how I've designed the habitat. So I attempted to design it precisely with curved edges, with being silly, not using the actual curves in the game. So that created for weird walls and barriers. However, now we're going to go ahead and move over to the jaguar part of the habitat, and we're going to start to add some decorations around to make this look a lot less bland over time. Although I have to admit, even though there's a ton of work to be done to the physical jaguar habitat itself, I absolutely love it and I'm in love with how it's turned out, even at this point in the video. And I really like how these little flowers turned out. I wanted to add some flowers in these little grass openings, and I think it really looks good and pretty realistic, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And as you may or may not have noticed, I've desperately been looking for guests, and here they are. Finally, they're starting to slowly make their way over to this part of the zoo. And there's really only the jaguars and the snow leopards over here, so that's what makes this even more impressive. And I'll say the visitors definitely love the jaguars and seem to have great reviews on it. Sometimes they downplay the looks of the habitat, saying a I only tried medium, but other than that, they're happy with it. Like they try to say, oh, you can tell that the zoo really put a medium amount of effort into this. And it's like, man, it's not finished, but I definitely put a little bit more than medium, but okay. Mentally, I've gone back and forth on how I feel about it, but ultimately, I cannot stop feeling how much I love this overhanging path in the jaguar habitat. I've added it numerous times in other habitats, but I feel like the execution just looks and feels right in this one, and I love it. However, there's definitely some things I constantly see I want to fix and change. Every single time I do these videos, I always end up looking at the habitat and seeing something else to change. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who has this problem. I have a problem with an animal. They break out, or a barrier breaks. I have to go fix the habitat, and I look at it and I'm like, oh wow, I want to change this and that, fix this and that. And you end up spending hours and hours and hours and progressing about a year in a whole entire session. At least that's how it happens for me a lot of the time, unfortunately. And I apologize for a little bit more yapping than episode 2, but I want you guys to let me know, what do you prefer? Do you prefer more of my input, more of my personality, more of my thought process at like episode 1 on what I'm thinking, or would you guys prefer more of the episode 2 approach of letting the video speak for itself and really just giving short little quips here and there on what I'm thinking? It seems like you guys did like the first episode more, so just let me know what you think about how much I'm speaking. Um, do you like the shorter quips or do you like the longer thought process? Just let me know. Also, again, this waterfall, absolutely A1. I don't know. I can find the creator who did it. They did an amazing job, to say the least. I'm going to link it in the description for you guys to download if you want and add it to your zoo. It's beautiful. Another thing that is beautiful is this snow leopard habitat, and specifically the snow leopards themselves. It really makes me want to make a different zoo and series so I can spend a little bit more time with them because I love those cats. Also, do really, really like this gorilla habitat. A lot of the recent habitats I've added, I've learned a lot, and different little tricks and ways to be more, add my creativity into the game in simple ways, and it really shows, even with the flora, especially in both of these habitats, there's so much more of it that fits within what the animals need, and it looks really, really good. This bison habitat is honestly the most barren one out of the recent habitats I have created, but honestly, at the same time, I really like it in its own way. And if I'm not mistaken, the animals don't really like much plant coverage either, so it doesn't leave me much room. And I love these prairie dogs. I can't get enough of how cute they are until the cheetah breaks out, and that definitely is gonna scare away a lot of visitors. We lost a lot of money and a lot of tickets here, unfortunately. I don't know why the mechanic did not get here and repair the barrier, but now our cheetahs are swimming. Thankfully, we do have a little moat to keep them from directly jumping and attacking the visitors. So no injuries, but look at all of these visitors just rushing out the gates. I actually watched this for quite a while, and it was insane to watch. There's so many visitors in the entrance area that a lot of them couldn't make it out in time, unfortunately. And now I will start to do less talking, and we're gonna watch the animals, and I'll let you guys listen and enjoy them. But here are the Arctic wolves. We don't see a lot of them, even though they are like the third animal I added to the zoo. Enjoy. They are also one of my favorites. They remind me a lot of my actual dog, a German Shepherd Husky mix, and just a white cream colored like this. But these animals are pretty simple. You really don't have to pay too much attention to them, but I definitely want to fix up this habitat a lot. It also features an overhang, which allows the visitors to feed the dogs the food. And yes, they've done that, and it's been a problem. We've had dogs go to quarantine over this. And no, I'm not joking. Ultimately, I still like the overhang. Maybe we just need to make it a little higher. But I want to touch up that habitat a lot because it's very, very imperfect. compared to something like this jaguar habitat, which, in my opinion, again, is absolutely beautiful, even though it's not finished either. So there's just a lot of changes that I want to do to the zoo, and it also inspires me and makes me very excited to see how this turns out because we're only on year 43 as of this video, which is pretty far, but is not that far at all at the same time, and especially not far considering something like this where we're going to be going for at least 200 years. So a lot of this too is going to be changing, and the video progression is going to be really fun to watch in the future. I'll say that much. And I added these jaguars specifically as exotic animals. I must say, they are so cute, and the little baby jaguars' noises are just the cutest things I've in the game. I'm sorry. And now we visit my precious baby cheetahs. These ones I specifically put here for breeding purposes. I didn't manage them 100% how I was planning to in terms of taking a couple of them out as soon as the pregnancy and babies were born. However, this was another little cheetah habitat out of, I think, like five now in the habitat at this point that I've added. But this one I specifically for some more special cheetahs and to make some more special babies. However, I will tell you guys there was one small issue that will later be revealed with this habitat that I didn't realize for a little bit that did affect the results of the DNA, unfortunately, that came out. However, we still got some good cheetahs, and I love my cheetahs, so it's okay. As a matter of fact, right here are all the cheetah habitats. You have this Rocky Hill habitat, which is the main cheetah habitat, the first one I added. It's very beautiful, I must say, and I really, really love it. One of still one of my favorites in the zoo, and I want to make another one very similar to it. And then you saw the other three in the back, which in a future episode will be updated slightly to not look so copy pasted because they are copy pasted of a blueprint I have. However, I wanted to change them up so they did not look like that as much. Obviously, that's pretty boring, and for the zoo, it makes no sense at all. But in the moment, I was desperate, so that's why I did it. Now, here's some more cinematics, this time of our kiwis. A friend gave me the suggestion to put these in the habitat, and I absolutely love them. They're so cute and small and just absolutely cute. And over here we have a little cinematic of the gorilla habitat. I absolutely love it once again and enjoy. It's really fun and cute. And overall, I'm just very proud of the little details I added to it to really bring it all together. I mean, just look at the little babies. How can you not love it? Full disclosure, it probably helps that I haven't actually added these into a zoo yet up until now, even though I've had them in my little storage. So, and look at that girl on the left. They're so impressive in this game. They did a great job with these. However, I think we're nearing the end of this episode, and if you managed to make it this far, again, I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. If you can, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment and let me know what you think. All feedback is appreciated, good or bad. I will take it. I want to know what you guys think to improve. I've really enjoyed this series, and I've really enjoyed making videos again lately. Here are the pandas. I really love these guys too. I want to show them off more. But once again, thank you for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Try to get it out there and help the channel grow. I'm really trying to grow here and and really start committing to making YouTube something a real thing for me. So, anyways, you guys have a great rest of your day or night, whatever it is for you. Episode 4 will be dropping a week from now, so that is a week from August 17th, 2024. So thank you guys once again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Peace out, everybody.